was sent from above. I like to see her smile. Even when I look in her eyes, I get butterflies. I don't wanna change. I don't wanna change. I don't wanna change her love. I wanna change her last name, give her mine onto her. But feelings first, baby girl, you're my world, no other girl. I just wanna make this last forever. My queen, she's next to me. She's next to me. I need her loving feel, her loving feel. Just stay right by my side. Just you and I, just you and I, just you
Ricky.
and I, just you and I.
Ricky.
Baby girl, you
Hello.
tell your friends about us. No other girl.
Hello.
What's love if we don't bond and trust?
Ricky.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, what's up, man?
I'm here, man. I'm here. Well, you already know.
Oh, you're so presumptuous. So you want to take the girl name and give her your one.
Ah, man.
You're very presumptuous, man. You're very presumptuous. I just want to take, you want to take, after the girl father, give her a good name. You just want to give her last name, Blaze.
Yeah. Why not? Why not? A lot of women would appreciate that.
Yes,
You don't think so?
a lot of them would appreciate. Well, Bridget,
Yeah.
at the pace you're going, I'm sure they would. But I don't know if they would be able to keep up with you.
Yeah, that's the hard part,
You
right
know,
there.
when somebody named Blaze, I don't know. But big and serious, Bridget, let us take it back.
Hmm.
You know, back to Badman Forward, Badman Pull Up, because a lot of people don't even know, say, it's you that produced that song with Ding Dong.
Right.
And that, you know, tell us how it started.
Well, Batman Forward, Batman Pull Up. At that time, I was around 17, and Ding Dong was the hottest thing on the scene. Pasa Pasa was the hottest street DVD out. Everybody was watching Pasa Pasa. Everybody wanted to be a part of it. You know, the dancing movement was growing rapidly.
But
But
Ding Dong wasn't an artist at the time.
no, he wasn't.
Right.
Ding Dong wasn't an artist at the time, but just his fashion style. You know, like he was one of the dancers, the few dancers that had like crazy style. You had Jermaine Squad, you had a couple other dancers, but he was the main dancer that everybody was watching. Just the way how him and his crew, Ravers, Clavers, their body language, the way how they dress, they're hip. You know what I mean? They seem urban, like as if they came from New York.
Right.
So I got in contact with him through a mutual friend, and I just was like, yo, you need to come up to America, because like the people is crazy about you. But not only that, you need a manager. You need someone to be able to show you the streets and not just have people just have you all over in every club, whatever the case may be. That day, that the first day I ever spoke to him was the same day that Bogle died. So after that, he came up and, you know, we started showing him around to the streets and, you know, had him all over the place and, you know, bring him to a couple of shows and all that good stuff. And one night we were in the Elite Arc. The Elite Arc is not in existence anymore, but it was a club in like the East New York section of Brooklyn, and that was like the hot spot in Brooklyn. So Steely Bashman is keeping a Sunday night party, but it's like a daytime thing. You know, you bring out the kids, you play dominoes, you have fun. So we decided to go over there and show some love and just have some fun with the kids. Unfortunately, it wasn't as packed, or it wasn't that kind of vibe that day. So the DJ was just playing. It was about 30 people in there, and like the DJ's playing like crazy old school music. So they say, so you know, he starts going into the Super Cats and say, "Are we that one?" Like, you know, dun da da, and like Ding Dong started doing the dance. I'm like, yo, that dance looks dope on these old school rhythms. Like, what is that? He was like, yo, it's called Batman Forward, Batman Pull Up. He created the dance in England with a DJ called Skybot. Like, that's nice. So that same Sunday, the Monday he left and went back to Jamaica. And I just kept brainstorming, like, I like that old school vibe that it brought off. It was dope. So one rhythm that influenced me to make that rhythm was the uh the garden rhythm, which was a rhythm that Swatch International, they were the only sound that had it.
Right.
Like really, really, the rhythm that the I forgot the original name of it, but it's
It's
sort of, oh God, do 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 do
not the
do
villain.
do do do
Not
do.
not
Nah,
not the
they
villain.
always used to play it
Okay.
when they had the memorial for those Shower Posse guys.
Okay.
So it was an old school rhythm. They used to voice a whole bunch of dubs on it. I think they call it the Jim Brown rhythm or something like that. And it was also but it was a dope rhythm. Everybody loved it, and we couldn't find it. No one had touch of it. Eventually, I had got it from Nico Bam Bam, whatever, formerly of Stone Love. But yeah. So I went the Friday night. Now the Monday he went back to Jamaica. The Friday now, I went to a friend of mine's house, and we were just vibing, and that was the first time I had even seen Fruity Loops or how it looked or anything like that. And I just was like, yo, I want to make a rhythm, and he just opened up the program for me, and I just they fell asleep, and I just was there playing with the sounds and playing around, and till I eventually kind of had an idea on how to sequence the program. And going along, I just kept adding things, playing little things on the keyboard, doing little things. Eventually, the rhythm was created. So Ding Dong came back the week after. The Friday, like I created the rhythm this Friday. The Friday after that, Ding Dong came back, and we made up the song right there in Future Vibes, which was a little shop that was being ran by Ding Dong's current manager. And me and a friend of mine, Junior Vibes, we were also helping to be a part of the business also. And once we created it, we voiced it at Ed Robinson's studio, where you located at. And yeah, the rest was history. The
So you
rest
said
was just history.
Badman Forward was done right here in E1 here.
Yes, yes, he recorded it right there.
I never knew that.
Yeah,
So
the official record that's all over the world was voiced right there.
okay. Yeah, Ricky. So I've known you from a while back, and I know that you're also a dancer. You're a
Nah,
graphic.
not really a dancer.
You're a graphic designer too.
Yeah,
I remember you did a logo for me from a store at one point.
yeah,
You know, and you went in. You're an artist and you're a producer.
right.
Okay, as far as the artist and producer, like for you now, how do you balance that in terms of, like, if you write a song, how do you say, you know what, so and so, this song is better for that person than me? Or like if you write a song for somebody, like you make a track and you say, I want so and so person. What prevents you from getting the ego from doing that song?
Because I'm just before I really became an artist, making music for other people was my passion.
Right,
I became an artist because people didn't see my vision.
right,
So at the end of the day, I have like a split mind. I have the stuff that I create personally for Ricky Blaze, and I have the stuff that I personally create for other people. And another thing with me as a producer and an artist, and that's what a lot of people don't understand, is just knowing your lane, knowing what's for you. I'm not gonna write a song for Trey Songz and be like, you know what, forget it. Then if Trey Songz could sing it, being that I wrote it, then I should sing it then and keep it for myself. I don't see it like that. If
okay,
I create something for somebody, then it's just for you. Because you have some people like that, like they'll create something and it'll have a different sound for somebody else, and they feel like, well, if that person get it, it might blow up. So let me do it for myself.
okay. And
You know?
and you produce Egyptian Hold You.
Right.
That was your production, but initially a lot of people still taking credit for that song, and in reality you were not given the respect, you were not given the full recognition that you deserve, because that has been the biggest song for 2010. It has been the biggest dancehall song,
Right.
reggae song, probably one of the biggest hip hop songs, because
Right.
you can't really I think it would be a disservice to limit that song to dancehall.
Right.
You know, how do you feel about not getting the full recognition that I personally think you deserve for that song?
Well, like, you know,
Um,
it's
sorry to cut you. Do you think it have anything to do with your age or how people perceive your age to be? Also,
I. Mm, I mean, not really, because you have Stephen McGregor, you have other young producers that are doing fine and well, and they're not going through these problems.
right,
You know, I just think that, you know, the music that I'm creating, and you know, the unexpected success of it overwhelm people,
right,
and that's where the problems come in. You know, I've been going through these problems with people for a little while, where people just claim my stuff. You know,
right.
I don't give them permission. These people weren't there when I created my music. You know, they have nothing to do with it. But at the end of the day, they're in an interview telling people, well, I produced it.
Well, let me tell you, I'm not gonna put you in an uncomfortable situation as far as that is concerned. Cause I personally, I don't run for burn the fire right, so you know, anybody who
Right.
know me will tell you. So if you don't want to call them out, you don't call them out. But if you want to call them out, because we will address it right here, you know. Or because we know that some things is of a legal nature.
I've heard like it's been a couple of people. I know one name, Effects.
That's John Effects.
Now John Effects.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, I know this guy through mutual friends. Me and this guy is not really the best of friends. I don't really know him like that. You know, and it really shocked me to hear that he was one of the people running around stating that he produced the rhythm. Like, you know, John Effects is a great producer, and you know he does great music at what he does. But like, you know, I mean, I can't see myself going out there claiming someone else's work.
Right.
That's just not me. Like, how do you feel inside to know that you just did an interview and told someone that you produced a record, but the record label needs the mastering files for the record, and you cannot present it to them?
Well,
You know,
actually,
so that's a problem. Like, and that's another reason why I never came out and spoke about it, because you see, at the end of the day, with me, talent speaks for me.
right.
It's not about chit chat. Everybody can say what they want to say. You know.
Well,
My rhythm was made over. My rhythm was made over
right.
because no one couldn't get the files from me personally.
Right.
So at the end of the day, if another man wants to take glory for something that, you know, he has no involvement with, I mean, so be it. You know, so be it.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head where you say talent will speak for itself, because you followed up right on the heels of Hold You with Just You and I. To say,
Right.
So I think
I went back in my program, and I went back into the file of the rhythm that I created and added things to it. And I made a video also that's on YouTube that everyone can go and watch, of me creating and breaking down the hold your rhythm. Why if somebody else created it, why can't you make a video of you going back into your computer, showing the fans and showing the people the file, and taking out this instrument and taking that out and mixing the rhythm practically live?
right.
I can do that with any production, with the Batman 4, anything that anybody ever went out there and said that they created. I can go out there and prove it, you know, but at the end of the day, I just keep silent, because, you know, that right there is just negative energy for me.
Right.
You know, creating is what I love to do, you know, and giving a lot of these producers a run for their money. The stuff that you know, I can create is just beyond unbelievable. You like, you know, a lot of these producers just can't believe, like, you know, it goes that far down the line with me. And that's why I feel like I'm more of a threat to a lot of people.